Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Hey everybody, how's it going? Biff back with you again this morning for I hope will be a full stream. Maybe 2.5, 3 hours. Not the aborted things we've had the last few days where I think not yesterday, but the last stream before yesterday's stream. I think what might have happened is that my internet might have had a little blip and it caused the connection to Steam to be lost. And then Football Manager went down. And then just I got that blurred out screen, kind of like an opaque white over the screen, and the circle just running like, you don't have a connection. And then yesterday at 6:33, according to my power provider, a major part of their network went down. About 3,000 homes were out of power for about an hour and a half yesterday. So I'm sitting here trying to get through some games, and the whole system everything just went black. Except for my phone. My phone's over here in the corner. I grabbed my phone, I turned on the flashlight, went upstairs, walked outside, saw a neighbor walking her dog, asked her, did you see anything like any of the lights? Because it was the lights that are out along the sidewalks and stuff might have still been on. And then have just gone off. But she said she didn't see anything. And so I came back in. My daughter is like, Dad, what's going on? And so, we're like, well, no power. So I'm sitting here and just flip. Somebody pulled the plug. So I was hoping maybe to see. No, see, I don't want this. See, I didn't turn Bluetooth on my phone, but I turned on my Bluetooth headphones and it automatically connected. Now, see, I'm looking right now at my football mobile app, and Man City is playing Atletico Madrid, and down here in the networks thing, it says Paramount Plus. So it says I got to go to Golazzo. Where's Golazzo? You think they'd have that? You think they'd have that right on top here on the sports. Hubs. Sports. Golazzo. It says it's on the CBS Sports Golazzo Network, Paramount Plus. And I have Paramount Plus. Oh, here it is. Nice. Well, can I go full screen on it? I can. Let's see if my headphones want to cooperate. They do. Nice. So we're looking at my face. Now we should be looking at the desktop. So we're looking at my Steam discovery queue. my napkin out here. We're looking at the Steam Discovery queue. Approximately up. Build, crash, rebuild, explore new planets, and co-op multiplayer with your fully modular spaceship made from whatever bolts together long enough to fly. Mount giant thrusters, annoying cables, and everything in between. Complete wild missions, face the dangers of space, and argue with your crew. Interesting. Very positive. Very heavy on astrophysics. I think we'll skip that one. Cellar Keeper. Ooh. Single player organizing simulator where you sort 2,448 scatter bottles throughout a forgotten cellar. Turn every bottle to its proper shelf. What? You don't have to return it to its proper place on the shelf, like alphabetically or anything. That's what I would say. You have to return it alphabetically by, you have to sort it by, you have to sort it by vintner, etc., etc. I guess not, though. Football fictional world simulator. Simulate a fictional football world in 99 countries, 141 leagues, and over 2,000 clubs. Run one club's transfer desk or remain a hands-off observer and follow players, competitions, and shifting powers through decades of evolving football history. This looks like it's maybe wishlist it. Frozen Ship. Frozen Ship is a narrative adventure set in the harsh conditions of post-apocalyptic world. Probably stolen. Cyberpunk Pawn Shop Simulator. Warhounds. Fun turn-based tactics game. No. Alice, no. CS Manager, deep tactical esports manager game. Make key decisions. No. The Division Resurgence. Oh, no. Spiritstead. Lost and Found. No. Okay, that was fun. I think I got to blow my nose. There. Now let's see. Where are we? I think there's a game in here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. And of course, as always, I have my daughter's my daughter's walkie-talkie down here to monitor, basically, to keep a listening on her, see how she's doing. Hey, Alex, what's going on? All right, so we are still trying to play a game against Grimsby, which has 2 days ago. I was halfway through the game against Grimsby, and got disconnected from the internet for, I don't know, a split second, maybe 2-3 seconds, and Steam went down and the game crashed. And so then I came back in yesterday. I actually replayed. So the game crashed a couple days ago when I was streaming. I hadn't saved after I beat Wimbledon 1-0. So I had to come back here. I did this offline. I came back here to this was the last day I'd saved it. Came through, played Wimbledon again offline, beat them 1-0 again, and then started up playing again yesterday. And after about 40 minutes into my stream, lost all power in a neighborhood of about 3,000 people, and boom, the lights went out. And so now here we are back again, third time trying to get through this game against Grimsby. And again, I had reset my whole training schedule and everything, because I reset it to how I like it. And nope. So we're going to go here and go match review. Not match practice. Oh, I don't need to do that there because this is not going to be a match practice. It's going to be a rest day. This is going to be, let's go back over here. Okay. Recovery, match review, recovery, match review, recovery. Match review. Can't do another team bonding, so that's just going to be rest, recovery, match review, recovery. I did all this yesterday. I worked on all this when I was, going through the week, setting up my training, and then boom, lights out. So hopefully I can get through some stuff today. I know this is kind of boring, but it's got to be done. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to do, try to keep the extracurricular thing. I don't know if this even matters. It probably doesn't. But try to keep the extracurricular thing at the same time every week. It's just consistency. Probably doesn't make any difference in the whole world. I do have Tabor. But my best player, Alex, is Joe Hugel, who actually I saw him play. He plays for Kilmarnock, I believe, in the Scottish League, and he is my top striker. Last year he scored 40 goals. Where do I go here? Go find Joe. Go find Joe. And Tabor's my backup. So Joe is 4 stars. And then you can see last year. That's this year. Last year, 39 appearances, 40 goals, 6 assists, 13 players of the match. He was the player of the year in the league. But now we're in the Sky Bet League 2. His form's fallen off a little bit with his average rating. And I think it's just the level of competition that we're playing against. So, yeah, he is definitely the star on our team. 40 goals and 39 appearances. So far this year, he's got 11 goals and 13 appearances. Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's our tactic. But yeah, our guys they all play really well together. It's been a struggle getting the season going. I think we're into like 9 or 10 games into the season. But last game, everybody had a pretty good game. Tabor is so far this year in 7 appearances off the bench, he has 1 goal. And then last year, 29 total appearances, 5 goals, 3 assists, 6.87. And then the year before that, he had 40 appearances, 23 goals, 5 assists, 5 players of the match, 7.25. I don't recall when we got in. I think you told me about him, and I went out and bought him in season 1. Well, where is my I still don't know how to find like half of the stuff that I'm looking for. So this is where we took over, I think. We took over here. We didn't win the playoffs, so this is our second season, third season. No, I think this is I know we lost in the first round of the playoffs the first year. And then next year we got promoted. And then I don't remember. All I know is Joe Hugel scores goals. He scores a lot of goals. Let's just keep going. Recovery match review. And then all my players are going to rest for these 2 days, at least my starters, because we got a lot of work coming through. So before games, I like to before games, I just like to do set pieces. If it's before a cup game, then I'll do penalties, practice penalties. But otherwise, how have you been, Alex? Yeah. So, I mean, my guys are going to do the recovery, but then all the starters at least will, and anybody who needs rest will get rested. So before at least one day after the match, when these matches come so fast and furious. So really it doesn't matter because my players, I got, 3 games in between games here, 3 days in between games, and another 3 days. This week, probably they'll just rest on this day. So probably what I'll do is we're not going to do a match practice. So let's do a play from the back over here. Since that's what they want to do, we'll do goaltending here. I like to do goaltending once a week. Just general goaltending. Goaltending. I don't do overall though, because overall it reduces their condition. I just do outfield because their condition is only slightly reduced. I mean, they just played a game. They just played 90 minutes, most of them, a couple days ago. They don't need to go like full bore out of the blocks. So let's go here with, I like to play a lot of chance creation. Chance creation, chance conversion. We'll do play from the back over here. Here we'll do chance conversion. You let your GM do it. Well, if your assistant do it. If I trusted my assistant, then I'd let him do it. I know like there's fixture congestion, and then you're in a cup competition, and then your assistant will adjust the training because a new cup competition, a new game has been announced in the cup competition that you're in. A game's been announced and your schedule's changed, and you get a notice in your email that your schedule's changed. Then you go in and look at your training, and right before that game, you've got a match practice. And I'm like, no. Or you've got like the day before that game that's just been slotted in, the schedule doesn't get changed. You've got like a heavy training schedule. And I'm like, no, the players don't need to play a heavy training schedule day the day before a cup game. You rotate your squad? Yeah. I don't have that much depth right now to rotate. Hey, I'm going to take a quick ad break. I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Thanks for watching, Alex. Appreciate it. Hey, I'm back. Thanks for giving me a break. I appreciate it. Let's see if we get the game back up here. Yep, good. Um, so keep this the way this is. I mean, it's gonna be game, recovery day, rest for the starters. Game, recovery day, rest for the starters. Game, recovery day, rest for the starters. It's just um at some point I'm gonna get in here and start changing these physicals to to go the day after a game, after the day after the recovery game after a game. Like you got game, recovery day, and then I change this to goaltending. Goaltending and outfield. Um, because I know my starters aren't going to play that day anyway, or train that day anyway, but it just gives the rest of the team something to do while my starters are resting. Let's see, recovery, match review, team bonding, defending. Let's just do this one here, goalkeeping. And my players can do outfield. So I think I rested my players. Yeah, I rested them. Okay. I rested them on Sunday. I rested them for Monday. All right, so let's see what's in our outbox or inbox. Edward's happy with league standing. Cook fascinated by technical battle. Key findings. Grimsby scouting report. And this guy. Grimsby. They play so we can distribute to fullbacks and go up the flanks. Fullbacks. Let's go up both flanks. Until my assistant tells me. I go with the lower tempo, to try to hang on to the ball more. Because I heard that the higher the tempo, the quicker the players are trying to get rid of the ball to keep the ball moving and stuff. And they make bad passes. If they're in the final third, they might take a bad shot just because they don't have a pass or any way where to distribute the ball. So yeah, I'll go with floated crosses. Since it seems like none of my corner takers can get the ball over the first man. And the opposition just heads the ball away almost every time I see, at least every time I see a corner. And of course, this is all you go into the game and you wind up making changes because um, everything changes. So Tabor's on the bench, Plant, Pilling, Harbottle, Golden, and Tripp. When did Mendes? I think Mendes he's back to full health. He's gaining sharpness. So let's put him back in the team. I think he likes to play a winger. Yeah, he does. It didn't take me back to the screen I was on. I wanted to go back to the tactics screen. Young inside forward. Welch is a channel midfielder, channel forward, deep line playmaker. Pilling is my best deep line playmaker. I just got Manser happy. I don't like it when the game does this. I am using a mod. It's the Control 26 mod, CTRL 26. But this happened before I installed the mod. Where you click on a player and it doesn't do anything. Where's his happiness? He's delighted. We did, I think, fulfill a promise to him. Yeah. We gave him more game time, so now I get to rotate him. So now I get to rotate him back where I want to play him. Oh, good. It took me back. So Pilling's my best deep line playmaker. I got to play Araboma as a center back. Keep him happy or try to keep him happy. He probably won't. He'll probably wind up, upset. So Tabor, Plant, Manser. I want to bring I'm gonna bring Low Everton in. Do. Hey, so Alex, how do you like my new setup here for the stream with the game window? So the palette that I'm using is like a 2560 by 1440. And so the game window is actually 1920 by 1080. It's HD. It's just smaller because the palette is so big, it's just smaller. But then that gives me room to keep my camera off of the game so that the whole game window is visible. And then it gives me room to put some other information in here too. Pull this up over here. Yeah, you like it simple. Yeah, I mean, I can still do something like this. This is how I would have it. This is how I would have it before. But I think the palette is still like, what is it, 4K? It's a 4K size. But then all this information down in the lower right-hand corner here is covered up. So I think this setup that I have just looks cleaner. Let's see this one here. I think it just looks cleaner. It's just it's got a nice blue background. It looks more organized. I don't know. Plus I get to have chat up there so people can see the different chat messages and stuff. Yeah, so let's see how we do against Grimsby. If we even get to play the game. I should probably save it after every day at this point. I think we're gonna work on our progression up the pitch. So we should play for set pieces. I remember we went through this all the other day. Yesterday's. Yeah, we're gonna play for set pieces because Grimsby, they win a low percentage of first contacts from set pieces in their own box at the near post. And we play near post set pieces. We're going to do floated crosses because there's some concerns about the aerial reach among the goalkeepers. Competitive aggression. So I think that might allow us to. Play through the press. Because their work rate isn't great. Not enough leaders, fairly eccentric, tend to lack ideal throwing for the position. Goalkeepers can't throw it out. Okay, physically strong, brave and committed, high level of anticipation, create excellent chances from set pieces, averaging, which is the third best across the division. See, as far as the interface goes, you think it's going to push people away? Yeah, we'll see. So I have a question. It says here, keep ball in play or play for set pieces. Encourage the team to attempt to win corners. So this means you playing for set pieces, not you trying to get the other team to play for set pieces. So we want to stop crosses. So this means encourage our team to attempt to win corners, free kicks, and throw-ins so as to allow the team to bring players forward for dead ball situations. Not encouraging the other team to like win corners and stuff like that because they're bad at them or whatever. So I guess we'd want to stop crosses. Defenders will look to either force the opposition wide player to turn back or force the opposition wide player to turn back or block any attempted cross into the box because they are. Sounds like they're good they're good in the air. Long throws, concentration, communication, tackling, marking, formations, natural fitness, jumping, heading, stamina, work rate. So work rate means just the opposite of what I was doing. Work rate means to bypass the press. Because when you're playing through the press, you get a message in your tactics saying they don't work very hard, so you should be able to just play through the press. Let's going to look at can I change this again? Yeah, we should probably do that. So Grimsby's in 4th place. Oh, I was gonna show. We're currently in 2nd place. Had a really good start to the season. We're predicted to, I think they predicted us to wind up in 16th. Now they're saying 17th. But yeah, we've had a good start to the season. We've got our goal differentials at 9. Lost 2 games, 20 points. We're 20 points with a game in hand on Barrow, which is nice. And we beat Exeter, which was really big because they're a rival. Good. He dropped his concerns about a lack of soccer. Training schedule. I think we worked on that a little bit. It's funny too, because I mean, the game, the game. I get messages like once a week from my assistant. Jordan Young isn't good enough to get the playing time he needs. Oh, really? He's got 11 appearances, 2 off the bench, 4 goals, 7 assists. He's averaging a 7.49. He's not good enough to get the playing time. I mean, come on. I mean, I signed him to a new contract this year because last year in 41 appearances, he had 23 goals, 18 assists, 10 players of the match, and average 7.47 rating. And they tell me he's not good enough to get the playing time that he wants. Like, what? Game. Figure it out. I mean, look at this. Look at his average rating over the last 4 years. And it's ironic. It is so ironic because this year right here, the reason he had 6 goals and 15 assists is because he came to me and he said, I want to play. I play him on the right-hand side as an inside forward. He's like, I want to play on the left-hand side as a winger. And so I got like, I don't know, 150 days, 200 days to make him happy. I made him happy, but you can see his performance dropped way off. His performance dropped way off. It's like, okay. And as soon as he became happy that I was, doing what he wanted me to do, I put him right back on right-hand side, inside forward, and he just prolific. So yeah, I think the game, I think does bait you. It baits you into doing things like you need to have a team meeting. Like, no, I don't. The players love me. I don't have to have a team meeting. The players know what they have to do. The game baits you into doing stuff by like the players saying, I'm not happy. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to play here. I mean, like Araboma, he wants to play as a center back. Okay. Well, I could train you as a no nonsense center back and you could develop. Nope. I want to be a center back. I don't want to develop anymore. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm making what, 75K a year. I'm happy where I'm at. I just want to play as a center back. Like, okay. All right. I will do it. But yeah, I think the game baits you into doing stuff. It's going to mess up your team. Aled Roberts scored 2 goals in Eastleigh's FA Cup. I got a bunch of players out on loan. That's good. News roundup, ongoing focus. Focus update. Let's see. What's the focus? Oh, yeah, these guys. Coaching advice. Yep, they want me to fire coaches and hire new coaches and stuff. I'm like, no. All right, so needs to develop match experience natural in the position. Stop training him as a left winger. Yeah, okay. Left winger, no. Mentoring group. Yeah, add to mentoring group. That's your job, Mike. So you don't have to come to me and suggest these things because I put you in charge of the mentoring groups. And you keep coming to me every week and saying, I think this guy would be a better fit for this mentoring group. Hey, I have hands off the mentoring groups. I gave the control to you, so just deal with it. For the following news article for your attention. Would you keep at Grimsby permanent? Would you like to keep him at Grimsby permanently? Okay, well, that's fascinating. FA Cup first round draw. Havant or Kidderminster. Okay. Tactical advice. Usually what I do is apply all advice for the next match. And then I just go in and modify it. Expectations. The board expects us to lose. Supporters expect us to lose. Jordan Young isn't good enough to get the playing time he wants. What? Have you seen his stats for this year? Oh, gee. I think they just want me to knock him down. Important player, but I recommend change status to a fringe player. Because what the game wants to do as a storytelling game, the game wants to do this. The game wants to do this. Stir the pot. Stir it up. Let's get a story going. Let's get some guys unhappy. Let's get them frustrated. It's like, no. Oh, gee. We need to look for players that can play left back as we look weak in this position currently. I don't think we look that weak. But you know what? You guys know best. Oh, I didn't tell you, Alex. I don't know if you saw it in one of my previous streams the last couple of days. We had to sell Jeff Isles. Again, the game just goes, this guy's really good, and we're going to make it so that he wants to go play for a bigger team. So he came to me and he said, I'm going to go play for a bigger team. And if I could have, I would have said to him, if the game let me, and I mean true AI and all that stuff, which we're not even like 100, we're 100 years away from that, if ever. True AI, I could have said to him, let me show you a little bit of a history on Aaron Jarvis. So we had Aaron Jarvis a few years ago, and he was a top goal scorer in the league, and he was the best player in the league that year. And he wanted to go to a new team, a better team that he thought was going to be better. So he went from, I think we were in the, at that point, it was the Vanarama National League South. And so he went up to like League 2 or League 1. And guess what he did? He sat on the bench. He sat on the bench. And guess what's going to happen to you, Jeff? You're going to go to another team and you're going to sit on the bench. He's at Burnley. He's in the Burnley under 18s. He's playing as a wide forward, which is what he wanted to play for. And I think they bought him. They're going to develop him a little bit, and then they're going to sell him on. We only got $1 million for him. Most teams wanted to. The most teams wanted to pay for him was $1 million. Some teams just wanted to pay like 500,000, and um, I couldn't get a sell on clause or anything. Just $1 million. So we did get the $1 million for him, but yeah, he is is he even in? First team. Is he even starting? Looks like he played. He is happy. Well, that's good. I don't know how to tell if he's starting or not. But they got him, yeah, and like I think they doubled his salary for him, but he was doing okay for us. I mean, his best year was last year, 35 appearances, 5 goals, 15 assists. He was a 7.19. So he was a threat. I think basically he was a threat. And he came through our youth system. He was a threat. And when we were playing, he was a threat on the left wing. And yeah, but we got $1 million for him. Still have a lot of that money in our, because we got it like right at the end of the transfer window. But yep. No players injured. And we got match fatigue. I think I want to go into yeah, match fatigue. This is a big match though. So we got to keep our guys in there. Move this column. Okay, let's go. Let's do this though, real quick. Let's save the game. Okay, fitness tests. Mendez, he's good. Yeah, so had a game. So basically my Low Everton's my substitute for John Mendez. Of course, Low Everton can play anywhere back here. So John Mendez got injured like 2 days later. Low Everton got injured. I'm like, game is stirring the pot. Yeah, I know. I was trying to But when I let him go, I was trying to get a sell-on clause. Nobody wanted to give me a sell-on clause because you saw there on his profile, he's worth like 12 to 24 million, something like that to Burnley. And Burnley will probably develop him till he's like 18 or 19 or 20 and then sell him on for tons of money. Um Review team selection. Oh, we just went down, didn't we? Mansfield won. So they went above us, what, on goal differential? Yep. So I did save it. Okay, so this is the team that's going to be facing Grimsby at Grimsby today. We got Thompson and goal, Maswi, Stickland, Araboma, and Dixon across the back. JJ and Pilling in midfield, Mendez, Welch, Young across the front, and Hugel leading the line. Joe hasn't been great this year. He hasn't been, well, he's had a few stinkers like 6.3, 6.4. So hopefully we can get him going kind of on a more of an even keel. We're going to try to keep possession. Make sure that they don't stay on feet. Let's go to opposition instructions. We're going to apply all of that. We're not going to go in hard on people because we don't go in hard because our players, when we go in hard, they like to get red cards. I guess they like to go to the showers early and yeah, no, that's happened too many times for me. Again, I think the game is baiting. We do need to mark Fury Hasha though. And I think McEachern, he's a midfield playmaker. And then Kirihaga has got what? 9 appearances, 4 goals. They both have 4 goals. Okay. You don't think Isles will ever get good enough? Yeah, maybe I'll sell Joe at the end of the season. If we get promoted, maybe I'll sell him at the end of the season. Okay, so let's go back into our tactics. And we got to have Araboma. Araboma is 12 and 12. So you're going to mark Fury Hasha. Stickland, you can mark 11 and 11. You can mark Soonsip. Let's see. Ease off tackles because you got 14 aggression. And you ease off tackles and don't mark as tight because you've got 15 aggression. And then JJ, you're going to mark McEachran. You have George McEachran. And then you guys are already set to do your marking. Okay. Well, let's go to the match. And on the bench, we got Watts, Tabor, Plant, Everton up front, Mansour in midfield. Harbottle can also play in midfield, but he also plays defensive back. And Golden can substitute on either side here. But Harbottle can probably want to bring Tripp on. Because Golden can substitute for Mosby, Tripp can substitute for Dixon. Okay, let's go to the match. Yep. Always mark him tightly. Sounds good. So I got to make sure that this gets applied because there's been times where I go in after the game starts, I go in and I check the tactics for the opposition, and this doesn't always get applied. I like how they change the graphics as you go up the leagues. So this is at Grimsby. Wonder why there's only 6 players on the bench. There's only 6 players on the bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now there's 7. Because before that, when just a couple seconds ago, when they were showing the 2 coaches and the benches and stuff, the players walking out, there was only 6 players on the bench. Maybe some of them were warming up or something. Okay, so let's go into tactics. Opposition instructions. And we're told to always tightly mark him. Okay. So here's the thing with this screen. There's no, if you go in here and you don't have any changes to make, there's no like X up here to just close the window. And so you have to, there's no confirmed changes to make. There's no X to close the window. And so you have to make a change of some kind in order for this button to activate so you can get out of that screen. Otherwise, there's no other way to get out of that screen. All right. Grimsby building out of the back. We're supposed to be pressing. Nice stop by Thompson. That was going in, it looks like. So maybe this is our highlight. Doug Tarmy got a yellow card. Deservedly so. Jordan. One or the other. He is my free kick expert. He's only scored one this year, though, but he consistently, I mean, like 80 times, 80% of the time, he's hitting the woodwork if it's not going in. That was a little out of his range. That one was going over. All right, Huggins bringing the ball up. Furihashi. These guys are sticking to him like glue, pretty much. I think they're getting mixed up, though. Stickland's supposed to mark Bell. Araboma is marking Furihashi, but I think they're getting Araboma and Stickland are kind of getting crossed. That was a let off. Mazwi on 6-7. We have a shot. We have one shot on goal, or one shot on target at a .01. So this is what I usually do in this situation where we're not getting shots because I have, oh, we do have shots from distance. I don't want shots from distance. I want to work the ball into the box. Let's just do balanced. Shorter passes. We're going to give them choices. I'm going to give them choices. Choices, choices, choices. They want us to do a low block. I think my assistant wants us to play for a draw. Okay, we got a free kick from a dangerous position. If we can get up in the air. We sure didn't play that free kick to the near post. Why'd he get a yellow card? He's the one who took the free kick, didn't he? Okay, let's just change everything up here. Shorter passes. We're going to go more disciplined. Let's try to play through the press. We're going to go past the feet. We're going to be patient. We got a lower tempo. We'll give them choices here, choices here. Let's slow the tempo down a little bit. See, more discipline, play through, shorter. Try to bypass the press. I'm going to balance it. Okay. Jordan Young, ref. You gotta blow your whistle, ref. You gotta give some cards out. Is Young taking a knock? He looks okay. I mean, we are playing a low block. I mean, we can't get much lower than we are right now. I hate that those things come up so fast and you can't react to them. And then we just get control of the ball and we just whack it out, back out to the other team. Yeah, see? We just head it out. Let's take Young off. Bring on Plant. Who wants to be a winger? You know, so last year, Alex, we won the league with 7 games remaining. We won the league very comfortably. Joe Hugo was scoring goals for fun. And then, you know, you get into the next season, you get promoted. We got automatic promotion, go up to the next level. And then, you know, you lose a few more games and you win. Earlier in the season, we were beating teams that were in like the relegation zone. But then you come up against, it's like, it just seems like all the competition is tougher, you know, and you're like, when you go up, you're going to win, you're going to lose more than you lost the previous season. I mean, we're not going to win. If we get into the playoffs, that'd be great because the board just wants a mid-table finish. But we're not going to win the league by 7 games, you know, with 7 games remaining. We're not going to win the league by 22 points. So it's just tempering expectations because, you know, you want to win every game. I mean, I played competitive sports. I wanted to win every game. Ooh. Pim turns it around the post. It's the Pim post. Got a corner. Get it up in the air. Nope. Ooh. Hugo, 8 goals in 11 matches. That was a great decision by Maswi to head that. Because both players are competing for the ball, looking for it. He just heads it back in, and then Hugo does the rest. Wait. Come on, game. I'm hitting pause because I want to read that message. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. Saved by Pim. Okay, so scoreboard indicates we're in good control of the match, keeping possession of the ball and passing well. So let's go back and look at play for set pieces. Okay, I'll listen to you. Jordan Young's taking a knock. He wants to come off. Looks like it could be a tight hamstring. Hamstring, not spring. Okay, we got Jordan taken off. We're playing for set pieces. We're in good control of the match. Let's see what happens. Mendez, my Brazilian. Okay, Huggins, you see the referee over there going, calm down, calm down. So nothing came of that free kick. Kekran to Turi up to Huggins. Marking him. Hugo regains possession. Wow, Hugo tracked back. He tracked back. And he doesn't have to. He's out of possession. He is he's supposed to be available for I forget what the tactic is for Hugo out of possession. I thought we had him set up for counterattack. But I'll play him as a center forward, sure. See, on this screen, if you don't make any changes, the confirm button doesn't light up. It's got a button up here to close the window. I don't know why the other opposition instructions doesn't have that same thing. And I know it's not because of the mod that I'm using, because it's the same in the unmodded version, at least the last time I played the unmodded version. Where's the live table? We have live table over here. Blundell Park. Oh, here we are. We're back up into second. Let's look at pass map. They're getting deeper into. It looks like we're going up the left-hand side. Is that the instruction that we want? It might be the instruction that we have it set for go up the right side. Let's go balanced. How is our... Okay, we're getting more shots now. And we've got more possessions balancing out. We are allowing them 43 passes before we perform a defensive action. They're only allowing us 25. But I'm not sure, how much more defensively we can do. We're triggering the press. We're counter pressing. I'm not really sure how much more we can do. These guys are tired already. Of course, it is almost halftime. Mosley almost had it. See there, I think maybe you should go back to the goalkeeper. Get a free kick from the goalkeeper. Wow, what a pass. There it is. Oh, just over the bar. I think that's the second time that Welch has gone over the bar today. We're getting up on the right-hand side. That's it. Okay, let's look at the stats. Key stats are, in my opinion, the key stat is we took 8 shots and only 2 of them they're long shots, only 25%. In my opinion, that's a win. Our XG is double theirs. Doing well on our passing. Final third passes about the same. Progressive about the same. Ball share. We've got more share of the ball. We've completed 4 crosses. This came down a little bit just at the end of halftime. Okay. Okay, have a cup of tea, boys. Get an energy bar, something. It's nice to see these two working up here. I wonder if I should run a 4-4, a 4-2-4. 4 in the back, 2 midfielders, and 4 up front. I actually have practiced this because now that Welch and Hugel are developing a partnership, yeah, we'll have to see because this system's working, so I don't necessarily want to change it. I'm gonna take a quick ad break. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, I'm back. Thanks for the break. I appreciate it. Okie doke. Let's see, we're looking at team. Seem to be doing okay. He understands he's carrying an injury. What might that injury be? Subbed off in the 0th minute. Was it the 0th minute? I think we're going to go balanced. I didn't know that we were defensive. Well, let's go one step at a time. Up to cautious. I had no idea that we were playing defensive. Oh dear. My assistant's like usurping. Okay, you got another corner. Get the ball up over the first man. Nope. Take a shot. Take a shot. Take a shot. Filling back to Stickland. It's not Strickland. It's Stickland. Plant over to Welch. Welch turns, and we get another corner. But no replay. As the scoreboard indicates, we're in full control of the match, keeping possession of the ball, passing well, and getting our shots on target. Are we? Yeah, we are. We only got 5 on target. Where are we getting our joy, though? Which side of the pitch? Ref, that's a foul. He tripped him. Didn't you see that, ref? He tripped him. Thompson does well to tip that one wide. So they do have a corner. Ooh, that was close. Hits the post and goes behind. Maswi, I'll probably take you off. It'll be our next substitution. Okay, Benedict Benniger is coming in. Benedict Benniger. He is a wingback, 6 foot, but not very strong. So we are going to tackle you normally. Going to put you on your weaker foot. Okay, Maswi gets the ball over to JJ to Pilling. Stickland gets it up. Trying for Hugel. Soonsup. Plant is tracking back. So one thing I have to realize too with this is that, you know, is that we're on whatever the speed is. Match speed during highlights. I take it down to 1. And this is the actual speed of the game. Seems kind of slow though, doesn't it? It probably seems slow because I'm so used to watching it at like 1.5. Here's 1.25. So it looks real zippy. It looks real zippy at this speed because it is. Here's nice pass, nice pass. Oh, oh man, what a pass. Mendez, get it up. Yeah, better. Keeping the pressure on him, that's for sure. Okay, ref. Young comes over. No, Mendez is going to take it. Oh, Young's not on the pitch, that's why. And Plant just takes a wild shot from 30 yards out. Always press. Well, let's make sure that goes through. Always press. Yeah, see? Even though this highlights, I can't get past the screen because why? Because I haven't made any changes. I just came in to confirm that the change did go through, but I haven't actually made any changes up here. So it won't let me get out of this screen unless I make a change. And then I've also got to trigger a press when it comes to that guy. And so basically what you have to do is you just, even if a player's on the bench, you just have to come over here and go, send them on their weaker foot. Oh, actually, I don't have to do that because we already made that change for Turi here to trigger a press on him. So now I should be able to get out of this screen. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Get it. They need to change that. They need to fix it. Can we intercept? Can we intercept here? Conceded a corner there. Let's make our changes. First, Mosby's coming off because he's on a yellow. And we want to put Golden in for him. Who's tired? Hugo's on a good game. Welch, not so much. So let's bring Low Everton on for Welch. And then Tabor. Hugo's having a good game. Here are Bowman, Stickland. Might have to see who gets tired. The next one will be for being tired. Okay, Huggins over to Bell. Bell back to Huggins in the corner, trying to get a cross in. And we just lump it out into touch. So we have more changes here. Burns and Curry. So none of those guys, Burns and Corey. So we're going to show him onto his weaker foot. Show you onto your weaker foot. And then Burns he's a winger on the right. Let's tackle him normally. Corey is a what? Midfielder. He's kind of strong. You'll probably still tackle him. Still do the pep talk because I made these changes before these tactical changes went through. So if I don't do this, it'll just wipe out the pep talk. So that's the way I'm doing it because yeah, you're not really sure. I don't think we have a shot on target in this half. Even though we went to balanced. Mr. Pym. Burn brings the ball up. Golden clears the ball. Hugel's off on the chase to get the ball. Hugel shows his blazing speed. Not really. Okay, we get the ball back. Dixon gives it to Pilling. Pilling up to Hugel. Hugel looking for Pilling. Low Everton gets it to Dixon. Back to Pilling to Low Everton. Takes the shot from what, 30 yards again. We are going to start making some changes to our okay, we're going to increase our time wasting. More disciplined. Pass to feet, work the ball in the box, slow down the pace. We're playing as defensively as we can here. Let's go with that. Then we'll make a couple of tired changes coming up here. Stickland's tired. Dixon's tired. Jao Mendez is tired. I'm going to sub off Mendez because he's just coming back from injury. He wants to play a inside forward. And then I got one more. Dixon or Stickland? Let's take off Stickland. No nonsense center back. Because Dixon's tired, but he's on a 7.98. So let's see the result through, boys. It's kind of bad that you can't safely shout at your players encouragement when you're up 1-0. Let's go to balanced. And here we're going to go to standard. Balance, balance, balance. Pass the feet, work the ball in the box. Okay. And Dixon gives it away. Is that because he's tired? Nice stop by Thompson. I want to encourage him. I want to praise them. So we made our changes. Yeah, Harbottle's in. Oh, one more thing I should have done that I didn't do is on offense, I need to make these guys fullbacks. We don't need any more playmaking. Just be a defensive midfielder. And Low Everton wants to be a attacking midfielder. See, sometimes when they're like dawdling on the ball, I feel that's because they're not sure what instructions to follow as far as short passes, pass to feet, be more disciplined in your passing, that kind of thing. And they're kind of like, well, Plant's right there. Just give him the ball. And that went behind for a corner. So Hatch and Bunting just came on. Hatch and Bunting. Going hard but fair and get a red card. You like the color red, don't you? What is it? Hatch and Bunting? Let's see. Timmy. Timmy is 6'1". He's a striker. Don't have any information on him. Hatch is 5'9", strength 10. Okay, so let's tackle him. Here comes a cross from Low Everton. Get the ball up over the first man, please. Waste some time. And see. I think players in this league are just taller generally. The defenders, especially on set pieces, are just taller. Discourage long shots. Do that. Discourage long shots. And then also, we're not going to play for set pieces. Keep the ball in play because yeah, I know you guys are used to playing at a higher tempo. It's okay. We're slowing it down because we want to make it through these next few minutes. Unless we can score a goal. That is a good win against the number 4 team in the league. That is a good win. How did we do it? Well, we took 17 shots. 9 were long. So see, even set, I don't have to encourage them. You don't have to encourage them to shoot long. They'll do it. But when you're not discouraging them, they're going to do it whether it's set on balanced or encourage long shots. They'll do it. Even keeping them down to like below 30% long shots, even on discouraged long shots, is difficult. They just like taking long shots, even when you tell your players don't shoot so much. We had 8 corners. We won 20 headers. They won more headers than we did, though. Fouls, yellow cards, possession. We did have more ball share by about the same amount of possessions. So, yeah, those numbers are accurate. Final third passes, 50% more final third passes. After we came off defensive. That's my fault. We got this number down from 43 to 32. We had a good average rating. So, good win. That was really special. Nobody gave us a chance. The board said we were going to lose. I think the supporters said we're going to lose. But you played magnificently. Edge tight Grimsby contest. And the fact that that was at Grimsby. We beat them at their ground. Dixon had an assist. In the last 5 games, 7.36. He is a loanee, but he's better than the player that we have in that spot. So he's better than our player. So I have to play him because he's better. He's helping us win. Dixon's caught the eye on loan this season, scoring recording 22 interceptions, 8 tackles over 6 appearances. So let's look at our calendar. Okay, this was our game today. We got to do recovery tomorrow and then rest our players here. So we have to do recovery on Wednesday. It is Wednesday. We'll go to the squad. Get all our guys picked out here. One thing I noticed is you don't need to rest goalkeepers in any extra time because they just don't need it, I guess. Okay, Plant needs to be rested. None of the guys that came on as subs need to be rested. What if I should rest them anyway? We're just resting for 1 day, I think. Because, yeah, it's Wednesday. It's today, so we're resting them for this day. We're going to rest them for both days. Let's go back here. And then who? Plant. Training. Recall the training. Do again. Rest players 2 days. Okay, that's good. Player of the week. Huge response to transfer talk. Dixon performance pleases. Grimsby key finds. We've impressively restricted the opposition to no goals at all from 19 touches in our penalty area. We scored none of our 8 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. That's why I tell them, don't shoot from long. We've conceded none of the 7 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. We conceded none of the 10 shots attempted from inside our penalty area. We've regained possession well in central areas of our own third of the pitch. That's why I have them. What's the name of the tactic again? I have them trapping inside because we regain the ball in central areas of our own third of the pitch. So Crawley is 20th. So now this game I can rotate. So let's do a full rotation. But let's put some guys on the bench that can help us out if we need help. And that would be Probably Hugel. Well, let's do that. Let's do that. Go over here, clear subs, and then come over here and do pick without restriction, pick unpositions only. Pick unpicked positions only. Okay, Hugo. I just organize them this way. Golden, yes. Harbottle. I'm going to rest him, definitely. I don't want Tabor out there. We need him. Got to find out what's wrong with Young. Mendez is on light. Who would come in for De La Roca? Plant is on heavy. Filling's on medium. Young's on heavy. Low Everton. Low Everton. Who would come on for Low Everton in this situation? Nobody's up there. Welch is on heavy. I think we're going to bring Welch in as a backup. So Lindsay is on the left. Golden can play on the right. Mansur, you can play in defensive midfield. And Harbottle, you can play in defensive midfield and or central defense. So let's play. Let's have Casagrande come in. This text is kind of like crammed in together. I think they could do a better job of that. Okay. So we got game, 2 rest days. The rest of the team is going to do their thing. Development advice. Crawley. We're going to do distribute to fullbacks and go up the wings. Try to get one more game in here. Fullbacks, go up the flanks. See what time is it? Yeah, one more game. Defensive mentality. Since when, game? You want to be positive. Let's see what kind of tactics my assistant gives us. No offers for ice cream. Trier wants to go out on loan because he feels he's not playing enough. Match prep. We do need to go into our tactics and go to opposition instructions and click on all advice. We do like to press the goalkeeper, especially if they have first touch of 9, kicking of 9. He's got good aerial reach, but we want to unsettle him. This is a 2 6-footers. Not very strong. Need to tackle him. Dean Benamar. We tackle him. I wish there's a way you could just say, set all players on their weaker foot. Louis. $5.10. Not very strong. Jay. 6'2", he's 14, he's very strong. 6'1", 13, very strong. 6'2", 13. 6 foot. 13. Charlie Baker, 5'11". Now, these guys, he's got 13 jumping reach, 13 heading. He's got 15 jumping reach, 13 heading. He's got 15 jumping reach, 11 heading. So we are not going to play for set pieces. And we are going to do floated crosses. We're going to do this, this, and this. And maybe work through the press. What's their, what is their, pace, acceleration, Gilbert, determination, balance, stamina, work rate. So yeah, we should be able to play through the press. Because this is a work rate thing. Okay. Ooh. What else can we glean, if anything? They're not good in positioning. They're not good in kicking. The aerial reach of the goalkeepers, they've allowed a lot of goals. Concentration is not great. Bravery is not great. Free kick taking, teamwork, corners, tackling, dribbling, crossing. Pretty much all of the technicals of the game. They're not a very good technical team. Position, higher defensive line, high press, trigger press more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, short passing. Play through the press, work the ball into the box. So maybe in this game, instead of doing the trapping inside, maybe we'll trap them outside if they're trying to work the ball in the box. How are they at crossing? Create excellent chance from set pieces. Yeah, if we work them outside, Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I have to switch it back to. And then sometimes you just got to play the game, see how it plays out. Oh, wait, I didn't change that. I got to change it. What do we want to do over here? Mid block and build up. How about progression? We're going to play Havant. There, Enterprise South 21st. What is this going to be? October 28th. Well, gee, what do you know? Another game in October. It's going to be right here. Another game in October. What do you know? So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be our 7th game in October. So what are we going to do here? We're going to do physical recovery. We're going to do match prep. Can't do that yet. Another game in October. Not that we have a lot. We're fine. Teddy Lamb. So let's do this one. We change this one back to rest. We change this one to team bonding. This one is going to be this one's going to be set pieces, penalties. And then we're going to do a rest here. This one's going to be a match review. This one's going to be set pieces. And a rest. Excuse me. Well, let's try to get through this. If I want to change this to goalkeeping, I'm going to change this to goalkeeping. I wish it would show you like the intensity, the intensity of the training. I don't know if that is what priority means, or if they work on this like 60% of the training, they work on this 20% of the training. I don't know. But I wish it would explain it as to what is the intensity of that training session instead of just making guesswork or having Having to go online and see if anybody knows. All right, let's go. Claridge suffers injury. I'm probably going to play more games offline before my next stream. Staffing advice. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of... Bring all these people in and fire the people that you have now. Look at this. Got 3 physiotherapists. I got a physiotherapist. Pressure building on Al Sul and brooking drama. Have report intensified right back now actively looking to force a move away from Torquay. Yeah, I have you on the loan. I think I have you on the loan list. I have you on available for loan. I have you transfer listed. Start looking for another club. You're not happy? Go look for another club, dude. I'm not stopping you. I told you you're loan listed. I told you you're... And the game is stirring the pot. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you because you're just stirring the pot too. I'd like to play a save where you do all the press conferences, all the press stuff. Scouting update. What's our next game after this one? Oldham. They're 10th, 21st, 18th, 1st, 14th. So regular starters and then rotated, regular starters, rotated. Okay, let's see. I mean, these are first team guys usually. Well, bench, sometimes on the bench, sometimes on the bench. I mean, they're good players. Do we have a deep lying playmaker? Clark wants to be what, a channel forward, okay. Green wants to be what, a wing back, okay. Nelson, a wing back, okay. Tripp, overlapping center back. I want you to be a no-nonsense center back. Johnson, wide center back. How about just a no-nonsense center back? Okay. And then I have to assign my, let's see, Tripp, you are tackling 11, marking 9. Johnson, you are tackling 10, marking 12. So Johnson, you are going to mark Teddy Lamb. You're going to mark Teddy Lamb. Tripp. I think we'll just leave you on. What's your aggression, Johnson? 7. I guess we can leave you on And just mark standard. You can tackle standard. Trip. You can tackle standard, mark target standard. Who is going to mark the playmaker? 12 and 11. 11 and 11. No, 10 and 11. So Sam, you can mark their playmaker, who is tagging midfielder Alex Gilbert. You are the advanced playmaker, okay. Wing back, defensive midfielder, advanced playmaker, defensive midfielder. How about Sam? How about you? Who was that guy that we were just looking at? Louis Watson. Okay, Louis Watson. Sam, you mark Louis Watson. No, we're going to mark Louis Watson. The game's already assigning you to mark Alex Gilbert, though, which is fine with me. O'Connell, who are you going to mark? Eddie Lamb? No, I want you to mark. Who's the other guy? Louis Watson. Says he's a defensive midfielder, but it's showing him playing as a it shows him playing as a advanced playmaker. We'll have to wait and see when the game starts. I guess we might have to change that. Might have to change that. My players have been training better. At the beginning of the season, they were training terrible. Callum, you're a 7.8. We can praise you. Max, you've been doing pretty good. Joe, no, I'm not going to encourage you for a 7.6, Joe. Elias, you want to play in the most games of anybody, right? But you're not doing it on the training pitch, so guess what? It is your fault. You better make up for it. So I'm gonna have to look at that, see where that Louis is playing once the match starts. Grimsby and Barrow. So Grimsby is what now? 5th versus 1st. So they're both fit to play. But are we Though Everton's going to start. And then I think so Welch would, oh, John Mendes is starting too. Who would come on for Mendes? Hugel or Welch? Okay. That's fine. So these guys are all on light. And these guys are on heavy and medium. I mean, what are you going to do? I think we're going to take, we're going to bring on Tabor for Hugel. And then what other changes can we make? Welch is on heavy, but he's the only one who can play that position. Young is on heavy. Pilling's on medium. Brooking's on light. Concerns over being replaced. I know. It's a tough business. I mean, you could play Brooking if I felt you had a better attitude, but your morale's in the toilet or in the loo, and your morale's in the dumpster. Pilling's on medium. Manser's on heavy, so we're going to bring Pilling on for Manser. Because he's on heavy. JJ's on heavy. We're going to rest these guys. All right. So right now, the only one on the bench that's on heavy is Welch. I think Tabor, can Tabor play there? He could. We'll try to keep Welch out of the game. Derry catches the eye as Torquay under 18s triumph. Okay, Sean Patrick Derry is our goalkeeper, but I'd really like Bick to be playing because he's got 4-star potential. But I guess my assistant's not playing Bick. I guess in this game, if you have youth squads like under 18s, under 21s at, you've got to manage them too. You have to manage your whole organization because my assistant coach that is coaching the under 18s is not playing the best goalkeeper. And I don't know if he's, I mean, his fitness is at peak. Says he's very happy. So what game did they play last? Boreham Wood. Yeah, see, he hasn't played in which squad is he on? I think he's on under 21s. Nope. Available for under 18s. 90 minutes. Don't know how that got changed. So generally speaking, they are available for under 18s. They should be available for 90 minutes. Not today, though, because because I'm gonna move them all down to under 18s. Now, see, it says move to senior squad, move to under 21 squad. Well, it says he is on under 21s, right? It says he is on under 21s. It says he's on. Okay. I have the filter set to under 18s. It's showing him on the under 21 squad. I want to just get through this next match. Okay, we got Watson goal. He's our backup goalkeeper. Across the back, we got Green, Johnson, Tripp, and Nelson. Midfield, Ice Cream and O'Connell. And then Mendez, Low Everton, Della Roca, backing up Clark up front. And then at the bench, we got Casa Grande, Tabor, Welch, Pilling, Golden, Lindsay, and Harbottle. Any additional instructions? No. Go to the match. I know, they're all out of shape. I know. I'm okay if we get a draw from this game. If we can just, yeah, it's at Broadfield Stadium. It's away. I'm okay if we get a draw in this game just so we can rest our players. We can rest our tired starters. So, bought a battery backup. Probably been a couple months ago now. It's been sitting in the box here in my office. And yeah, when the power went out yesterday, I figured after the power went out, I figured it'd probably be a good idea to set that up. So I did. I got everything plugged in there. So now, as you can see, I didn't save the game, but now, if the power goes out, I should be able to save the game before I log out. I should have enough time to save the game. So we're playing cautious. Of course we are. Always want to play cautious against a team in the relegation zone. That was over. We are not getting any shots. We're having a lot of possession. Let's change stuff up. Probably doesn't help that we're on balanced mentality. Got a lot of possession. Let the players decide which way to go. Let them decide how to progress the ball up the pitch. Let them decide if they want to dribble or not. We could probably quicken the pace here. We'll go on standard pace here. We don't want to regroup. We can go standard. It'd be nice. This is just me. If I'm programming this, I want this box. See tactics, planner, team instructions, in possession, out of possession. When you click on out of possession, it drops down here. We can in possession, it goes up here. You should align the out of possession up here with the in possession. You need more space for your in possession instructions. You don't need as much room for your out of possession instructions. But you also don't need to change the placement of the box that the instructions are in. You don't need to change that placement. It's kind of disorienting, I think. Like I got to come down here now and look at this instead of, okay, my instructions start here, and out of possession they start down here. So that's something I would do as a programmer. Who's on a yellow card? Walker Smith. Do 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 do. I try to keep my mouse down here out of the way, so it doesn't cover up. That'll be a crawly corner. That'll be a crawly corner. All right, O'Connell gets back up to low Everton. No. What's his stats look like? I gotta encourage him. I haven't done that yet. That's not good. Oh, wow. Big switch of play. That was unsuccessful. Cleared by Tripp. Picked up again by Crawley. And that was a Lewis Flower goal. Are we marking him? 5 goals on 11 matches. Let's skip that. Okay. Playing poorly because he's been being played out of position. What are you talking about? He's being played out of position. He's not. He's an attacking midfielder. I'm playing him as an attacking midfielder. What's his rating? I think he's motivated. What are you talking about? He's motivated. His morale, he's gaining sharpness. He is on a 6.49. But Mendez, who's playing in position on the left wing, he's on a worse rating than he's on a 6.4. I play Low Everton here all the time. I sub him in. Usually he comes on as a sub, but I sub him in at attacking midfielder all the time. Game, I don't know what you're talking about. Going hard but fair. Oh, we have to mark this guy tightly. Okay, well, I wish you would have popped that up in my little window over here. I wish you would have popped that up in my little window before they scored. Oh dear. We do not have a shot yet. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is, I don't want to, but I'm just going to have to say, yeah, we'll put that on balanced. Let's go a little more direct in our passing. Creative freedom, balanced, build-up strategy, balanced, short goal kicks, balanced. Dribbling's balanced. Let's take the dribbling off of discourage because my team not necessarily great dribblers and they tend to lose the ball. I'll go up the right because I think that's what it was set at. Pass reception. Let's let the team decide. Work ball in the box. We'll let them decide. Loaded crosses, distribute. We'll slow it down if we need to on distributing. Let's counter press. Try to get the ball back more. Okay, we got the ball back there. But then we control the ball. It looks like he had the ball at his feet, and then he just lumped it out. And again, we're just lumping it out. We're just lumping it out and losing control of the ball. Again, lump it out, lose control. Oh, he tripped him. He deserved it. Watts has got a good save there. Okay, Clark runs through. Didn't get it. We do not have a shot yet. That is not good. That is not good. Let's look at Clark. How are his settings here? He is first touch 10, finishing 9. Let's just put him on shoot more often. How's his passing? He's got 14 flair. He's got 11 passing. So let's go take more risks in your passing. How's your speed? Pretty good. You can make more forward runs. How's your dribbling? 8 with standard. You can roam about because you have 14, you have 17 determination, you are 10 off the ball, you can roam from your position. Okay, how about Della Roca? You are finishing 10. You can shoot more often. You are on 15 determination, 12 flair, 11 passing. Yeah, you can take more risks in your passing. What's your dribbling like? Dribbling is 7. You're going to dribble less. Your dribble standard. What's your pace like? Yeah, you can make more runs. Cut inside with the ball. Okay, how about you, Mendez? You are pacey. You got flair, passing. You can take more risk with your passing. What's your dribbling like? 12. You can dribble more often. What's your pace like? Yeah, you can make more forward runs. Let's see. Cut inside with the ball. What's your off the ball is 10. You can roam from your position. What's your finishing like? First touch is 11. Finishing is 9. You can shoot standard. Low Everton. You are kind of pacey. Do I have you on shoot more? First touch 10, finishing 10, long shots 10. You can shoot more often. Passing, you've got 12 passing, 11 technique, 13 flair. You can take more risk with your passing. You have 10 off the ball. You can roam from your position. Let's see if that does anything. Just basically what I want him to do is take more shots. Little sneezerama there. 10 sneezes. Let's look at Nelson now. Let's look at our wingbacks. Mr. Nelson. Oh, gotta go here. It's a specific spot on the jersey that you gotta click on. Okay, he is kind of pacey. You can make more runs. Your dribbling is 10. You can dribble more. Your shooting is not good, so shoot less. Your passing is 8 and 10. You got a little bit of flair, so let's go with standard. How is your off the ball? Yeah, we'll keep you on standard. How about green? You are pacey. Make more runs. You can't shoot. Shoot less. Passing is 7. Technique is 12. Flair is 8. So we're going to make you standard. How about freedom of movement? Off the ball is 6. Positioning 7. We'll just do standard there. How's your crossing? 10. You can cross from anywhere. Let's go with that. Okay. Let's get some more shots. There'll be a Torquay corner. Oh, we got a corner highlight. Could it be? No. No, we just kick it right into the player in front of us. Was that offside? Yeah, he's offside. I mean, we're not doing terrible. We're not doing terrible. But, I mean, when you're 32 minutes into the game and you got 2 shots, none on target, that's not a good indicator of success. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I put this on, I think we're unbalanced on the shots. Yeah, we're unbalanced. Let's go into space. Put the ball in the box. I'm going to go distribute more quickly. Higher pace. I'm going to keep the ball in play. We need more shots. I think at halftime, I'm going to have to be saying, I don't like what I'm seeing from this team. Oh, Lorvin's got a free kick. Right here. Curl it in. Ooh. Ball hits the bar. Wallacott's got a goal kick over to King. King to Watson. Interception, and what does he do with it? Does he try to build up some kind of play or something? No, he just shoots. If we can start finding the target, we might turn our control into something positive on the scoreboard. I agree. Do it. Okay, do that. That's fine. I'd rather keep the ball in play because I figure keep the ball in play, we get more shots. And look at so right there. He's in a line with 4 other defenders. All he has to do is chest the ball down or even let it bounce. Doesn't have to head it back to the other team. Just let it bounce, and then you can control the ball. You got 4 guys there that can run, extra guys. You can run after the ball. But what does he do? No, he heads it back to the other team. Eesh. Sometimes I feel like these games. Are we in an ad break or something? I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like these games. I missed the last ad break. Sometimes I feel like these games are more like a film session. You're doing a film session with your team. It's like, don't do that. Look at all the support you have back there. You don't need to just mindlessly head it forward. Sam, you want to know why you're not getting extra time in the team? Well, that's why. And because what? You're going to get a yellow now. So you want to know why you're not getting time in the team? Well, that's why. Do we actually have any XG? We do. We got some XG. 5 shots. I'd like to draw this game. I really would. I mean, I can't just keep playing all of my starters. I mean, we have some players that should be able to make a difference here. And against teams that aren't as good in the league. Yeah, see, just head it. You're over here. You're under some pressure, but there's a couple other guys there. Just head it to one of them. Head it to somebody who's not under pressure that's like, 6, 7 yards away from you. Head it to them. Don't just head it back up the field. And And we get a corner. We have a corner highlight. Yes. Get it over the first man, please. We have not had a corner goal in I don't know how long. Get a throw in. Get a throw in highlight. No. We do not. I think this is going to be I'm not happy with what I just saw from this team kind of halftime. Okay, 6 shots, 5 were long. Great game. I'm just going to go here. We're going to go address the team. Should I tell them they've been terrible? They haven't been terrible because we're only down 1-0. We just haven't played very well. I am taking off this instruction, I think, for the rest of the save. No more long shots. Doesn't matter what my assistant coach says. I don't care. We're not shooting the ball long. Period. Who's on a yellow? Sam is. Should I take him off at halftime? Fired up. He's fired up. I'm going to go out there and hit somebody. Don't do it. Only on 12 aggression. Anybody comes into my area of the pitch, they're going down. Who do I have that can come in there? Harbottle can come in. I think he's a better deep lying playmaker, isn't he? No. Were you marking somebody, Sam? I think you were marking their playmaker, right? Okay, you can mark him. You are 11 aggression. So you can ease off tackles and mark standard, okay? Sorry, Sam. You're only on a 6.4 and you got a yellow card. Oh, gosh. Bad pass. But maybe we got something here. We got interception, pressure, 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 press, press, press. And it goes out for a throw in. Why? Because we're just heading it mindlessly out of danger, supposed danger. Need to work on heading. The whole team needs to work on heading. So did we change that for Sonny? What's his shooting like? He's 10 finishing, 10 long shots. Shoot standard, not less often. Somebody needs to shoot the ball. That's all I know. Somebody needs to shoot because we only have 6 shots. We're averaging 1 shot every 10 minutes. That's not gonna work. So I think we're gonna make changes at 60th minute. Gonna bring on some attackers. And hopefully change the game. Header. We scored a goal. Sonny Low Everton, who's not supposed to shoot as much. So tell him to stop shooting. Okay, well then he wouldn't have shot right there. He would have looked to pass. That was a good move. So Mendez heads it to Low Everton. So I said I'd be happy with a draw. Alex Gilbert's coming off for Anthony Mills is coming in. Anthony Mills is a attacking midfielder. Doesn't look like he's a playmaker. He's just an attacking midfielder. He's a breakthrough prospect. We don't want him breaking through in our game. He's 5'8" and he's got no strength. So he will be tackled. Trigger a press when the ball is played to Louis Flower. I thought we already did that. We should go in hard. Let's not hold back when tackling Louis Watson. Going hard but fair on Louis Fowler. Okay, we'll do a few more minutes and see if we need to make any more changes. What's our XG like now? 9-1. Got 8 shots. Our first shot on target went in. See, boys? Shoot the ball on target more. It'll go in. I wanted to see who's marking that new guy, if anybody. Harbottle, you are marking tackling, aggression. What was that new guy's name? Mills, right? Alex Gilbert's off. We can't select that guy that just came on. That's not good. Oh, mark position. Mark specific. Barker King, Walker Smith. Yeah, his name isn't in here, so that's not good because I want to mark him, but I can't because his name isn't in a list. Why don't all the players on the pitch show up here? 11. How many are here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, because mark the goalkeeper. Mark position. Attacking midfielder center. Is that who he was? Let's go look at him again. Opposition instructions. Anthony Mills. See, too, we just got the report that Gilbert came off. But does the game change it over here? No. See, for me, this is kind of like, this is what you might see like in a TV broadcast. But you don't see this on a technical tablet on the sideline. When you walk over to the side to your bench, you're in your technical box, you walk over to your bench, you want to see the opposition players that are on the field when you're looking at that tablet. You don't want to, well, Gilbert hasn't been out there for 10 minutes. You haven't changed it? Well, no, coach, because we get this feed from Sky Sport. So we don't change it. We can't change it. He's like, let's call in the programmers. So I think we have it set. I think we had it set for, so I got to change somebody again. Got to change them. So I can click on confirm. So I can click back up here. So I can click back over here and tell him to mark the attacking midfielder, central. Give it right back to him. I'd rather in that position they would head it to the corner. Just head it out to the corner. If they get a corner, okay. If the ball goes out and they get a throw in, okay. But you're just giving them the ball back here to set up their offense again. That was close. If that was a stop by him, that was a good stop. Okay, now tactics. Did that tactic go through? To mark position. Yes, it did. Okay. So see, now there's a X up here, so I can close this without having made any changes, but I can just close it. If we can turn our dominance into goals, we'll be looking very good indeed. Well, we're not really dominating, though. Are we? Not really. Not really. If we could pretend that we had dominance, we can turn our play into more shots on target. Yeah, that's what I told him at halftime. And we're 15 minutes past halftime. Cross in. Don't lose the ball, please. Louis Watson. Jay Williams is coming on for Louis Watson. Who's Jay Williams? Let's go find out. Jay Williams is a... Oh, so they did change it out here. They put Mills in here. Don't hold back. Triggering a press when it's... But Louis Watson isn't in the game anymore, right? He just came off for Jay Williams. He is a defensive midfielder halfback. We get a corner. João Mendes. Up, 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 up. Give it a shot. Yeah. De La Roca scores. First goal in his first match for the senior squad. That was a long shot, I admit. But he felt like he had a good shot at goal. De La Roca. Now, do we want to make any changes? We're 60 minutes in. Mendes is tired. Fired up by the feedback. Okay, well then let's see what happens. Leave it unbalanced. Okay, Tripp gets the ball out. It's going to be a corner. Nothing comes of it. Aside from the accuracy of our shooting, we're doing all right. Yeah. Except besides the accuracy of our shooting where we can't hit the broadside of a barn, we're shooting 20%. They're shooting 50% on target. We're shooting 20% on target. But at least we're getting some shots in. Watts comes out, takes it. Let's make some changes. Mendes can come off. Who's having good games? Clark's not having a good game. Let's bring Tabor on. Green's not having a great game. Green, who's going to come on for you? Lindsay? Lindsay, you are potentially a 3-star. Green, you're potentially a 4-star. So let's get Green some game time. I mean, he's not tired. He just doesn't have a great game. Let's just do that now. Make me proud. Shoots it over. The flower went off. John Green is used to more urgent pressing intensity than is being asked from him today. Well, guess what? We're just going to change you to press more urgently. Oh, I can't because of his status. I can't because of his position. Won't let me do that. Oh, well. Okay, here comes a corner from Mills. Run out after it, O'Connell. Hustle. That was a nice pass, actually. Can I praise the guys? No, because it's a 1 goal. They need I mean, if shouts actually work, and I do shout, but if shouts actually work, they need to create a shout for every condition. Like if you're up 2-1. And not just go, well, you should only shout when you're ahead by 2 goals or more. You only should shout praise. Because, players might misunderstand what you're saying to them. Or you could actually have a tooltip here. Tooltip, you know what those are, don't you, SI? Tooltip. Kind of explains what it does. A tooltip. You ever hear those? Yeah, they've been around for quite a while. Yeah. Though everything gets the ball, he runs up. Run, 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 run. De La Roca was up there with him. Get a hat trick, De La Roca. Scored one. Get another one. Okay, Nelson gets the ball. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson coming up through the middle. Gives it to O'Connell. O'Connell over to Low Everton. De La Roca has the ball. He's sprinting into the corner to get a crossover into. Oh, that went across the line. That went across the line. No goal line technology at this level. Well, let's look at changes. Who's getting tired? Nobody's getting tired because you know why? Because they're in really good shape. Green. Who do we have? Tripp can come over here. Let's bring Lindsay on for Green. Is Green getting tired? He is a little bit. He's pleased. Who else? Let's save changes for let's save those changes for Leonardo Del Roglic is used to playing a more direct game than asked you today. Axie's asked to play a higher tempo. Yeah, I know. Well, needs must. Looks like you're playing at a pretty high tempo right now. All right, let's go to tactics. We're going to start changing our tactics. Shorter, lower tempo, lots of time wasting. Let's keep the ball in play. Let's go more disciplined. Let's pass to feet. Slow down the pace. We're still triggering the press more often. Let's regroup. And let's not regroup. Let's just go to standard. Do 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 do. O'Connell's doing okay. Who are my potential starters next game? Mendez. You're coming back from injury, Mendez. So I think we will take you off and put Welch on. Inside winger Welch. And then out of possession. Okay, De La Roca, Connell, Johnson, Nelson. None of these guys are going to be starting. Tabor, you're not a starter. Welch, we could take you off. You're a starter. You're potentially a starter, but you're okay. Let's go with Welch. We just put you on. You're fine. Let's see. Low Everton, De La Roca, Harbottle. I think we just put you on at some point. I think we're okay. Just save one. Waste time. That was a push, ref. That's a yellow card. That was deliberate push. It was cynical. That was cynical. Okay, De La Roca's got the ball, gives it to Nelson. Nelson's going to go, but can't think of what to do with the ball. So Everton gives it over to, tries to change up the side here. Harbottle gives it to Lindsay. Lindsay to Welch. We're really restricting the width here. So Low Everton gets it. And who's that? Tabor. There you go. There you go, Alex. Tabor just scored. That was a sublime move. Welch, what a pass from Welch. And Tabor just runs in. It looked like he might have been offside, but the ball was way forward. Maybe that's why. I have to read the onside rule. I don't think I know it 100%. Okay. So let's make sure our tactics are all like shut things down. Shorter, lower tempo, more often standard. Let's go to hold our shape. More disciplined, balanced. Slow down the pace. We're gonna regroup. Do I need to make any changes? Do look at these guys' morale. No, this is their sharpness. Losing sharpness. How are you losing sharpness? You've played, I don't understand this, 82 minutes of a game and you're losing sharpness. I don't get it. Who can we bring on? Who do we want to bring on? Pilling or Golden? Nelson, you're playing pretty good. Lindsay, you're playing okay. Pilling, Harbottle, De La Roca. I mean, everybody's playing pretty well. I think we just keep playing until the end of the game. We got another chance here. Oh, no. This is where we should go to back to a cautious mentality for the next 10 minutes. That looked like it was going in. That looked like it was going. Some members of the squad, particularly Leonardo Della Rocca and Callum Tripp, are used to playing a more direct game than they currently are. Some members of the squad, notably, particularly, are used to playing a higher tempo game than they currently are. That's fascinating. I can praise them. Praise, praise, praise. Happy smiley faces down here. There we go. Yeah. 5 minutes of extra time. Okay, we got the ball off of that was a terrible throw in, by the way. Tabor scores again. Is he offside? No, doesn't look like he's offside. Look at this throw in, though. Watch this throw in. He throws it right to O'Connell. O'Connell's like, thank you. Gives it to Low Everton. I mean, Tabor, as soon as he sees O'Connell's headed that ball into a play where Low Everton can play it, he just starts streaking up the field. And then what a pass by Low Everton. Just throws it into space. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. And a finish. Nice finish by Tabor. There you go. Tabor again. On the ascension. Our control of possession is the main reason we're doing well at the moment. I agree. Okay, this is going to do it for me. What's the most encouraging about all this is that we fully rotated the squad and they came in away from home at the team that is in the relegation zone, admittedly, but they came in and let most of our starters rest. They came in and they won the game comfortably. And it was nice to see Watts have a really good game in goal. I wouldn't be surprised if he got player of the game, player of the match. Low Everton at a 10.0 though. Let's see. We had 13 shots, 6 were long, 50%. What about our... Yes, this is why I stopped playing for set pieces, because we weren't winning the headers. 12 fouls. They got 1 yellow card. We had 4 fouls and got a yellow card. I've had games before, a game recently, where the opposition had 17 fouls and 1 yellow card. We had 4 fouls and 1 yellow card. Like, come on, ref. Okay, penalty XG 9.2 or 2.27. Long shots would work. Passes completed. Final third, they doubled us up on final third passes and on progressive passes. We finished. Our shooting did get better after halftime. We allowed them 50 passes before we performed a defensive action, but we won the game. Yeah, Wallacott had a stinker. I don't know if he's our starting goalkeeper, but he played really badly. You've done brilliantly to come back and win that. I'm proud of you. Everybody's positive, chuffed, delighted. Evan Watts had a debut to remember in Torquay's convincing 4-1 Sky Bet League 2 victory over Crawley. Supporters had been keen to see what Watts had to offer and will have undoubtedly been delighted that their newcomer looked good in his first outing. Watts is a new signing at Plainmore, having joined from Welsh team Swansea's youth setup in September. Leonardo Della Rocca and John Green also made debuts for Torquay in the match, with Della Rocca getting on the score sheet. Sonny Low Everton has some praise coming his way. Sonny Low Everton ran the show this afternoon during Torquay's convincing 4-1 Sky Bet League 2 victory over Crawley, according to BBC Radio 5 Live. Do you remember, like in the first 12, 13 minutes or first 20 minutes of the match or whatever, I got a message from my assistant saying that the reason Low Everton isn't playing very well is because he's playing out of position. And I'm like, I play him at attacking midfielder all the time. When he comes on as a if he comes on as a sub, usually if he's starting on one of the wings. But when he comes on as a sub, it's usually in attacking midfield, central midfield. And my assistant's like, no, he's not playing very well because you're playing him out of position. He's the man of the match. Trust me. I wish my assistant coach would trust me. So I can try to get through this real quick. Sonny Loverton ran the show. Loverton was constant thrown on the side of the opposition defense during his match. He not only had a hand in 3 of the goals, but also got on a score sheet as well. His contribution ensured that Torquay dominated proceedings here at Broadfield Stadium. That was away from home, with a fully rotated team playing against a team that's in the relegation zone. I think they were 20th coming in, but it was a fully rotated team playing away from home. Torquay's equalizer came through Low Everton and seized on Charlie Walker-Smith's mistake to score a close-range finish into the bottom right corner. Low Everton made 15 starting appearances for Torquay last season, scoring 4 goals. So he had 1 goal, 3 assists. He had an assist hat trick. Okay, do we need to get through real quick before this ads start in 2 minutes? Okay, Sunday and then 2 days of rest. So let's get to Sunday. So I can rest the players before I can rest these guys before the next match. So we're going to go. I don't need to rest the players unless they were starters or if they normally come in, if they come in on the bench. Just probably rest them for 1 day. Yeah, I think I can just rest them for 1 day. Mendez and Low Everton, I'll rest for 2 days. De La Roca, these guys don't even usually play on the bench. Finn Welch. I'll rest some of these other guys for 2 days. So we're going to rest them for 1 day. Actually, I don't even think I need to rest them because they're not normal starters, and they usually don't even come in on the bench. Hugo didn't play. Ben Welch played. We're going to rest him. Golden play. Harbottle played. These guys did not play. So let's just try this. Let's just go. Rest him for 2 days. Okay. Okay, before the ads start, let's save. Let's go ahead and save. I'm probably going to, like I said, I'm probably going to play some games offline just to get through some of this. It seems like it takes me so long to play games when I'm streaming. I think that's because I'm trying to explain things that I'm doing. So that's my camera right here. We're going to quit game and exit. Okay, the ad break already started. So I'm going to wait for the ad break to come out before I take off. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the ads to end. There's nobody in chat, but I don't want somebody to drop in like right after they come into the stream, the ads are running. So they're like, okay, I'll wait a few minutes for the ads to finish or whatever. And then they come back and like they're like, click, stream's over. So I'm gonna wait. Watching Chelsea. Somebody. Chelsea is playing Johor Darul Tazim. Arsenal and Liverpool playing. Liverpool, what are they playing? They're playing on CBS Sports Network and Fox Deportes. Okay, everybody, I'm back. But I am taking off. I kept streaming for what? 3.5 hours. my daughter's up. I'm sure I can hear her moving around a little bit. So, anyways, I'm heading out, and I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you, Alex, for coming in and chatting with me and keeping me company. And we finally won the Grimsby game. Well, I guess I can show a little bit of that. I did quit the game already, but I saved it. I saved it. So Grimsby, we were in second when we won the Grimsby game. Grimsby was in fourth, and we beat them 1-0. And then in our next game, we played a highly rotated squad because all my starters are tired because we played like 8, 9 games in October. We have another game, FA Cup game, coming up that was just added into the schedule. It's crazy. But we did get through the Grimsby game finally. Third time of asking. So if we look at the schedule here, we got through the Grimsby game finally after 3 tries. First time we were about halfway through and the game crashed or the internet crashed. The second time yesterday, we were like on Sunday or Monday, the day before the game, and our power went out for like an hour and a half. And then the third time today, we beat them 1-0. And then so this was our full squad, all the starters. Again, Grimsby was in fourth place when we played them. And then we just played Crawley with a fully rotated squad, and we beat Crawley 4-1. So I want to go into tactics, and I want to go back to quick pick. Best 11. Clear the bench. Pick without restriction, the unpicked positions only. And then we'll sort it out. Pilling is our best deep lying playmaker. I think JJ is our best defensive midfielder. Maybe Harbottle is, but he's our best tackler. I think tackler slash marker. He's aggressive. Who's this? Trip. Where's Trip's name? Where's his name thing? His name tag. Anyway, so yeah, we finally got through that game. And then I'll be playing some of this stuff offline because I already saved it. So yeah, so we finally got through that game. And I did want to check also to see where we are in the league. We're second, right behind Barrow. That goal differential of 3 on the last game helped out. So we're keeping pace with Barrow on the goal differential. We have won 8 games, lost 2. We've played 12, so we did have a game in hand on Barrow. So we did have that game in hand. This season we're projected to wind up in 16th. Could still happen, I guess. But right now we're in second after 12 games. So what, a third of the way? Little more than a quarter of the way through the season. 46 games, about a quarter of the way through the season. So anyways, that's going to do it for me, everybody. Can I go to full screen over here?